Hey guys, I figured rather than take a bunch of pictures and post them, I'd just make a little video and show you what I got going on. I always wanted to run an AEG lower intake for a little bit better performance, and I was not going to spend $600 on a USRT or something short runner. So this is what I came up with. I never did the AEG swap because I didn't want to screw with hacking up my car and moving the throttle body and everything and changing the cable and all that mess. I toyed around with actually getting an AEG upper and cutting it in half and actually twisting it, something like slicing it here and flipping it, but that looked like it was going to be a pile of work, and welding this cast aluminum garbage is difficult. So what I came up with was this guy. This is a AEG lower, and what I did was I took an ABA lower and trimmed this plate off here. You can see there's a little step right there. I trimmed that plate off and actually JB welded it to the AEG lower, and then what I did was I drilled and tapped these ABA pattern bolts down through the ABA lower, or the AEG lower rather. So when you bolt the upper down, it holds everything together, so the JB weld is only really basically sealing the stuff up, not really there for structural. So you can see I have to clean up that intake port a little bit yet, but ported them out. I mean, I know it's not ideal. Ideally on an intake setup, I got a little JB weld in that one yet. Ideally on an intake setup, you actually want the runners or the intakes, the tubes raised up off the surface here. But heck with it. I'm not gonna, like I said, not interested in trying to weld this stupid cast garbage. It's just so dirty. So what you wind up with is your AEG lower with the bigger runners bolted to an ABA upper. So I don't know if anybody else has done this before. I haven't really seen anybody do it, but anyway, that's what I came up with. So on the upper, what I did to make it work was I just hollowed out as much as I could. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get as much out of there as I intended. I actually wanted to take all that webbing out, but just due to the way it's built, the bolt here and that type of thing, I didn't get it all out, and just due to my not having awesome tools, I didn't get it all out. But hopefully it will have enough effect that it's basically going to turn this whole thing into one chamber. So we'll see. We'll see how it runs. I never had it dynoed, so I'm going to throw this thing on and get it to the dyno sometime this summer and see what happens. The only drawback, the only thing I'm going to have to modify to run this is I actually added about a 1/4 inch of height on here with this other plate, and these intakes have a bracket that bolts to them underneath here, so that's not going to line up because it's actually going to be raised up a little higher. But if I'm going to worry about that when I get it all together, I'll just cut the bracket and make it longer. So anyway, that's the deal. Hybrid intake, we'll see how it works.